What's up? What's up? I just saw a video of this doctor named Dr. Suneel Dhand, Suneeldhand. And I love this guy. First video I ever seen from him, and I love him. He's a straight shooter. He's a doctor that more and more it seems like doctors are pressured to just follow narratives and not say what they really want to say. They're just beholden to corporations and such. Even if they have a different opinion, they can't do anything. But anyway, this doctor, he's courageous and being a straight shooter and saying that he's noticed that whenever he sees a older person that's in their 80s or 90s that looks really good, he'll ask them like, "What's your secret?" And they'll often say, "I have a cocktail every day or every night," or "I have a glass of wine every day or every night." They're drinking every single day, just a little bit. They say, maybe 2 glasses for a man, 1 for a woman. And not only are they living longer, they are sharp, they are vigorous, they have a lot of energy, they're spunky, and they look good. Who cares if you live a long time, but you can't walk and you are deteriorating mentally for the last 30 years of your life? I mean, that doesn't count, right? If from 60 to 90 you were just, you weren't there as a vigorous, lively person. So my point here isn't just to go out and drink a lot. First of all, it's a glass or 2 a day. My point here is, don't listen to experts. We don't know what we're doing. No one does. And so much of the narratives that we hear are just narratives that serve, corporations and institutions and such. I mean, think of what can you say that would be more ridiculous to say than drink alcohol every day if you want to live a long life, healthy life, look great, and have a lot of energy, right? But yet, there is some proof of this. This doctor's anecdotal evidence, real direct experience, and that study that they did they looked at thousands of people in, I think, Italy. The ones that drank every day lived longer. So stop following what everyone else is saying. We don't know what we're doing, which is great because most of what we're told is negative and soul crushing often. So like, who cares what they say, because they don't know what they're saying anyway. Like when people say, "Oh, you have 3 months to live," and then some people might die right 3 months on the dot because they believe in the authority of the doctor. This world is mental. Okay, and back to that, maybe the alcohol, what it does is it helps ease their mind, it relieves stress, and then that makes you not only have a better life and more enjoyable life, but you're a healthier person, a healthier body because of the stress relief. Maybe that's what it is. But it doesn't matter what it is. The bottom line is it worked for a lot of people. And I'll give you another example. I read this story about this lady. She had cancer, and the doctor, like they say, like they do, said, "You have only this long to live," as if they know the future. And even though they're constantly wrong. So the doctor said, "Why don't you try this alternative treatment? It's new and it has some promise. You have nothing to lose. So she took it. And then she suddenly started getting better. But then she saw some article or whatever about how this treatment doesn't work. And then she started getting worse and getting close to dying again. Then the doctor told her, no, this worked for you. Come on, like you saw how it worked. This thing does work. And then and then she started getting better again. And then she saw, or someone told her like, no, it doesn't work or something, and she had doubts again, and then she got worse, and then she died. The power of the mind. The power of the mind. This world is less physical and it's more mental, including your physical body. This affects this so much. That's why don't believe experts. If they have something negative to say, don't believe it. They don't know what they're talking about anyway. We just say what everyone else is saying. We just say what experts say, even though experts don't know what they're doing. I mean, there's just lots of evidence of that. This would be one of the things that they don't know about. At the very least, we don't really know. We think this. Both sides don't really know. So you might as well believe what helps you and don't believe what doesn't help you, and know that truth is like a will-o-wisp. Truth is not something you can grasp. It's an incredibly mysterious, wonderful world out there. So don't believe these negative narratives. A lot of these negative narratives are negative on purpose, because they don't care about you like that. You just have to care about yourself. That's why I don't follow all of these typical things, and I just live my life, do what I want to do, say what I want to say, think what I want to think, and it stems from a place that is as high vibe, positive, peaceful, loving, patient as possible, joyful. I create my reality on multiple levels. Peace.